Okay. Hi, guys. I'm really fucking drunk, but I'm going to read some stories to you because I feel like celebrating, and this is what I do to celebrate because I like hanging out with you guys. You guys are my friends. We should totally go out one sometime. Actually, I was going to say you should all come here, but no, don't come here. It sucks. I should go to you, honestly. This is from Reddit user TrainLover176. You know, I realize that means somebody who likes trains, but I guess because I've been listening to The Darkness, not like in some weird depressive way. It's actually a band called The Darkness, and I just imagine somebody who train lover, if you know what I mean, baby. All right. Neckbeard is suing me for $150. Are you fucking serious? That wouldn't even cover the fucking legal costs. Holy shit! Hi, Moonhorse. Hey, how's it going? I like your name. This is my first time posting on Reddit, but I love your stories. Oh my god, you're so sweet. And I wanted to share my own here. Please do, and I mean that for all of you. Share your own story. I don't care. It's awesome. Okay, so this lovely saga started back in college when I started dating this girl. I mean, we hit it off and practically lived together for several years. This is how I met our lovely Neckbeard, her brother, whom I will refer to from now on as Tallbeard, due to his 6'5" height. Tallbeard always annoyed me. He had the most awful know-it-all personality and considered himself a super genius in math. Despite having to retake calculus 1 and 2 3 times before he finally had a passing grade. Genius. As with most specimens of his kind, his sense of entitlement and tendency to shift blame onto others for his problems was boundless. No, he does not have an actual neckbeard. He does not appear to be able to grow one. However, he is also super lazy and had the distinct neckbeard odor that one gets from never showering or wearing deodorant. Well, train lover, let me explain something. I have said this in several episodes, and I want you all to remember this. It's not necessarily the fedora, but rather the fed-aura that they exude. His typical attire is cargo shorts, a stained t-shirt, and sandals. We call those mandals. Though he will add socks to those sandals in the winter. See, that exactly... I'm gonna diverge slightly from your story here, my friend, to explain the mandal. If it is not I think it's not just the British, but I believe the Australians refer to them as thong sandals. Sandals that have the two straps and the one that goes between the big toe and the toe next to it. My dad used to refer to them as Jesus sandals. They had a whole bunch of leather straps. They're all interwoven. Those are the mandal, because they're only worn by the purest of gentlemen. And sometimes they wear socks with them. And they just scream someone who does not understand footwear. So, yeah. Continuing. I was nice to him and tried to get along with him for my girlfriend's sake, but I never really took the time to actively engage with him. So fast forward to June of 2018. After spending about a year out of college, in which I can only describe as a year of hell for me, has finally beaten me. My girlfriend and I have moved out of state together, to a state where she already had a job lined up. I was dumb and followed her thinking I could easily find a job with my engineering degree. Boy, was I wrong. I had a job for 2 months before being laid off. The financial strain was getting to us both, and I made the decision to move back in with parents until I could recover financially. My girlfriend was going to move back later in August when her contract for her job was up. It was around this time in June that we had this big fight. Like a relationship-ending big fight. So I kind of broke up with her, and it was a very ugly breakup. I agreed to continue to help pay for the apartment and utilities until her contract was up. I also offered to let her keep the vacuum cleaner and TV until she needed to move out of the apartment. She agreed to return them in August. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is where the Neckbeard brother comes in. August comes around. At this point, I've got the most amazing job I could have ever hoped for, and work with some of the best people I have ever met in my entire life. I moved out of the parents' house into a new town and even started dating the most amazing girl ever. That's when my ex tells me to pick up the TV and the vacuum from her brother, so I contact him to see when I can pick up my stuff, and he gives me the runaround for a few days, making excuses and whatnot about how he's not going to be there and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this guy's gonna fucking bail. He's gonna keep your shit. Getting annoyed at this, I ask him if he can just leave my stuff out and I'll pick it up after work. I don't have the exact text, but it went roughly like this. Tallbeard. You insulted my lady's honor and therefore must pay the price. You're never getting your stuff back. How about I give you $150? Seriously? Yeah, dude, just give me my shit back, and this is getting ridiculous. Give it back in working condition. I'll give you $150. This might seem like a strange thing to state, but like I said before, the relationship between his sister and I ended pretty nasty, and Tallbeard has a habit of breaking my stuff whenever I upset his sister in the past. After I offered him the cash, Tallbeard's attitude changed entirely, and he told me I could pick up my stuff that fucking evening. I was a little annoyed at this, but $150 was a small price to pay for the TV and the vacuum, which was a $500 Dyson. Yeah, those things are goddamn expensive. Holy shit, dude. I know it's a super expensive vacuum. Yeah, no kidding. But Dysons are friggin' bulletproof and can last years if you treat them right. Again, he ain't wrong. Holy shit, man. So I go pick up my stuff, check in hand, and have probably the most bizarre exchange in my entire life. I'm loading the stuff into my car. So, how do you like your new job? That's pretty awesome, I love it. Bet you're just drowning in pussy now, huh? He said this almost accusingly. No, I work with mostly guys. Yeah, but I heard you're already seeing somebody else. Which is cool by me, but my sister deserves better than your ass and deserves a nice guy like me? What? My entire body cringed as he said that. Moonhorse almost threw up in his mouth as he said that. Yeah, well, thanks for my stuff. Here's your check. I'm gonna go. I give him his check and I got out of there. Having heard Tallbeard's implied incestual fantasies about his sister, that made me super uncomfortable. Yeah, I fucking bet! I get home and find out that my Dyson has been filled with hardened cement. Fury at this, I call my bank and have them flag the check I gave Tallbeard as invalid. I probably shouldn't have done that. It was stupid and petty. I should have just let him keep the cash, but I was pissed that my vacuum had been ruined. Over the course of the next several months, Tallbeard is trying to call me about the check. He even gets his sister to call me about the check. Annoyed by this, I told both of them off and blocked both the numbers and move on with my life. Again, I know I was wrong messing with Tallbeard like that, but considering he was holding my stuff hostage and how much I did for his sister in the 3 years we dated, I don't feel sorry about it. I move on with my life. I'm killing it at my job, getting serious with my new girlfriend, and all around loving life. That's when some weird shit starts happening. Someone tries hacking my social media accounts. My phone mysteriously loses all functionality because, as I later found out, it had been reported stolen. Then last week, the big one hits me. I got served. Tallbeard is suing me for the $150, which I find hilarious. This guy's been stewing on this money for 6 fucking months. It's insanity. I'll probably have to end up paying him, which is, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Court date's in about a month, so that should be interesting. I'll update then. You know what? I fucking hope you do. It's okay. Moonhorse is 2 cents, even though I gave 5 earlier. Do I think you should have voided the check? Fuck yeah, you broke your shit. You stipulated specifically, if everything works, you get this. If he had broken it out of rage, then he should have fucking said that. But he wanted that money. That's the bottom line. He wanted that cash. He claims it's all because, oh, I care about my sister. And it's like, you don't care about your sister. The minute a check was waved in front of your face, you buckled like a fucking cheap belt, bitch. No, you don't fucking care about your sister. You care about whatever money you could get out of it. You needed that $150 to get those tendies, bitch. So, I'm not stupid. I know what this is. And I can promise you this. If he honestly, completely wants to go through with this, to try and sue you for $150, what's going to happen is, even if he fucking wins, I want you to remember this, even if he wins, all that money's going to go in the lawyer's pocket. He ain't going to see a fucking dime of it. Because this is some major shit. That lawsuits are expensive. That's a big deal. That's usually why, if you have to, if a company commits fraud or something, it's usually a collective lawsuit. There's a bunch of people who sue all together. For example, my mom worked for one of the companies, I don't remember the exact name, who was responsible for the payout after the Deepwater Horizon case. This required a large amount of people, because Deepwater Horizon, for those of you who don't know, is the really shitty oil derrick that BP decided they were going to run in a really fucked up manner, and it killed a bunch of people when it exploded. And this was a large deal. This required a literal warehouse full of people, all working for several days, for years, honestly. And this was not the only site. This was just the local site she was working at. There were several others around the state. So, lawsuits are a huge thing. And if he thinks honestly that he's just going to fucking sue for $150 and be like, I'll get that $150 because he said I would get it. No, I'm going to get it. He's not going to fucking get it. So, bro, I just want you to think about this. Even if you pay him, he's not going to fucking get it. The legal fees alone are probably in the thousands. And do I think you were right for voiding the check? And it's like, you filled the fucking... He filled the fucking vacuum cleaner with cement. That's intentional. That's intent. He's a prick. So yeah, you're fine. Even if, legally or whatever, it's not okay. No, fuck it. Yeah, that was shitty of him to do. And, oh, yeah, again, you can claim the shit. I'm sure he will claim the shit about, but it was my sister, so I did this because it was my sister. It's like, you don't care about your fucking sister. Because you ain't got no interest until it fucking came up about a check. Don't play the fucking bullshit card, bro. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I, more than a little tipsy right now. I am going to go read some more Neckbeard stories, but if you enjoyed this and would like to send your own story, Neckbeard or otherwise, because, I'll read anything, y'all, you can send it to my subreddit at r/Moonhorse Stories. Also, I'm sorry about the way I sound. I'm still a little sick. I'm still getting over shit. And if you would like to contribute to this channel, I guess it's a show. It was kind of a show. Whatever. I have a Patreon you could donate to, and I also have a store in which I sell t-shirts. So you can donate to that Patreon. Is it considered a donation if you buy a t-shirt? I don't think it's considered a donation if you buy a t-shirt. I think that's a sale, right? I don't know. I'm a little tipsy. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I love you all, and goodbye.